Greetings, citizens. This is Lieutenant Commander Mr. Everything coming at you with an important announcement from the UEE Navy. The 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron, the Lions, is recruiting. Be a part of something great. Join now. We are looking for new and veteran players. The 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron is a UEE Navy carrier-based squadron. If you're looking for a disciplined, well-trained unit, join now. Not only do we want combat professions, but we need first-person marine experts, merchants, miners, salvage. All professions are welcome in the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. Our mission is to protect the UEE and its citizens. Join the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. Expected missions would be anti-piracy, anti-smuggling, fleet protection, search and rescue, convoy escort, bounty hunting, exploration, mining, salvage, asset protection, cargo hauls, to name a few. Join now and see the galaxy. We have an organization page on the RSI website, as well as the forums in Spectrum, and we have our very own Discord. Role-playing is encouraged, but not mandatory. The galaxy awaits. Join now. Whether you're casual or competitive, we're looking for committed players. We're based on a World War II U.S. Navy Air Squadron theme. Our focus are carrier-based craft, with our primary being the Sabre. But all ships are needed and wanted in the squadron. We would like to have a wide variety of ships to allow all kinds of gameplay. Visit now your local Navy recruiter and join the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron. The squadron is growing. Visit our recruiter at robertspaceindustriescom/orgs/1NAS to become a member of
There we go, making sure everything is set correctly. We are logged in finally. I had to, well, I didn't have to, but I cleared the cache on my launcher. Just periodically, I think that would be good to do. And as soon as I did that, it wanted to reinstall the game. I had to re-log in, which meant I had to do 2-factor authentication. So it had to email me, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. And finally, we got all that taken care of. It didn't take that long. I just had to knuckle down and do it. Right. Does one of my boxes have components in it? Or not components, but like, yeah, here we go. Okay, and you might notice that I'm actually carrying a Hurston Dynamics um, rifle. Um, it's actually doing pretty good for me right now. I'm actually fairly pleased with it. Yeah. So we're gonna drive on with that. Now these boxes here, I've been thinking about taking them out into space and just dropping them off, but I won't need to do that. When the next patch comes out next month, it's going to delete all that automatically. So I've actually been thinking about maybe going to Pyro and participating in the event that's going on right now, the Frontier Fighters. Wow, that city looks really cool with the lights and everything. And then you can actually see the glass. There are sometimes I'll log in and I can't see the glass, and other times I can. So this must be one of the good times. But I don't think I'm gonna just go straight to Pyro. I think I'm just gonna mess around, taking missions and stuff in in Stanton tonight. Because I got started so late. Mainly because I was in the middle of editing a video for my wargaming channel. Same channel, but for miniature wargaming. And then once I got that video edited, I started the upload. No, wait, once I got it edited, then I did the render. And by the time it was done rendering, it was already like 1 a.m. And then I started the upload, which the upload doesn't take that long at all, really, to be honest. That 15 minutes maybe at the most. And but
Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
That was only part 1 of the video, and so
the capsule will be leaving the
part
station
2
Careful, doors are now closing.
yeah, part 2 is I still need to film that, and so I was getting all the stuff ready to film part 2, and then finally I got everything ready, decided to eat. I ate, and now here we are. So in the morning, I'm going to be able to in the morning, I'm going to be able to
Nearing next stop.
film part 2, but all my stuff will be ready to go, which it is. It's all sitting on the table, ready to go.
The capsule?
So, by acknowledging that I've started pretty late, I don't want to do the ASD complex. I am really, really, really struggling with restraint not going to the ASD complex. I really want to go back to ASD and work on my progression there. But I'm forcing myself not to.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Microtech, the Empire's leader in cutting-edge technology, where creative innovation meets innovative creativity.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
That's actually the ship that I wanted pull up.
From all of us at Microtech, welcome to the new Babbage Interstellar Space.
I gotta claim this one too. Oh my gosh.
Your insurance claim
That
has
was
been
the other
sent.
ship I was gonna pull up. Yeah, I was thinking about maybe going to Cairo and, like I said, participating in those missions.
Remember, your
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
careful watch.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again. Goodbye. Been
Okay, it looks like I have gone ahead and added a suppressor. Okay, good. I've got the black prism on there. Now, I do have a 16 times magnification scope. I don't know if I want to add the 16 times magnification scope. Flash hider, it reduces muzzle flash. It will keep your position hidden once the action begins. Strikes silently with the suppressor, but it does a minus 8% damage. This one just increases stability. I might try that. Stop moving around. Just looks like it's added on. but for some reason it wants to jump to the rifle and not the component. Um, 16 times magnification, I don't think we'll go with that. 8's enough for me, probably. Don't need a laser, don't need a flashlight. And this thing won't accept a barrel attachment. Now, what was the other thing that I was wanting? Oh, grenades. Are those listed under weapons? They are. Yeah, I'm taking it kind of casual this evening. There's no rush for me to do anything at all. I'm not looking to make a million per hour. Okay, that's got crinkles. That's crinkled. You see the crinkles? Try something. That didn't work. Holstering it is not working either. But if I pull the weapon out, I can holster it. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, there's no repair service needed, apparently. Service beacon. Medical rescue. Oh, wow. If I had my medical ship, I would definitely do that. No, I wouldn't. 50,000? Okay, this is interesting. Citizens for Prosperity. We lost touch with a member of our team. Last checked in on Cleo. Really? That's in this system. After sending an update on the movement of a high-level Frontier Fighters member, she wants to know if Defoe is okay, but also wants to make sure the data pad they acquired is safe. There's heavy Frontier Fighter activity in there. Better bring a bunch of gear and some friends. even if things went bad for the Defoe, we need you to secure that data pad. I think I might take that. Now, if I look at rep, is there a... There's Foxwell. I'm doing pretty good with Foxwell. I'm okay with that. I don't see Citizens for Prosperity on here. Maybe you've got to take at least one mission. Let's find out. Let's do it. What was this? Not a service beacon. It was priority. There we go. Okay. This all changed. Calliope in the position of Dudapev. Getting our hands on that data pad. Let's do it. Like I said, I'm in no rush to do anything. If I get told, I don't care.
All systems online.
And I noticed this last night and I forgot to adjust it. The game volume is way too high.
Takeoff complete. Landing gear raised.
My question is, would this be a good screenshot? I think it was. We're gonna get even better screenshot. I need screenshots for my thumbnails.
Shields offline.
Go to location. That's not the one I'm tracking. Okay, let me. I know we're going to Calliope or something like that. So let's just get into space. Let's get a good flight climb angle, about 60 degrees. And we are there. Go to my accepted contracts. Oh, I don't have the other, no wonder. Okay, it must have disappeared. I can always take another one. No, I can't. Oh, wait, there. Yeah, rescue and recover is what I wanted to take. We've lost touch with a member of our team. has-been Hall.
Hi, it's Lima with Citizens for Prosperity. Just wanted to thank you for coming on board. Good luck out there.
Well, that was nice.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Search for Kijuro.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Okay, this is a barren moon looking thing. Uh-oh.
Shields online.
Whoa, I was lagging out. Okay. Oh, wow, that's rough. Am I going to be able to get in close without getting blasted? I see there's a ship right there. Probably of somebody else that tried it. And there's a ship right there. A couple of them, actually. I'm going to go in straight in. Trying to stay in the low ground, so if there is any what would you call it? Man, look at this. These are some steep hills. I love it. If there are any guns, I don't want them to take advantage of me like a teenage girl. I'm looking at this and I'm like, is that a skull? No, that's not a skull. 2.5 kilometers, but that's pretty high up. Okay, we're at under 2 kilometers. I can come in on foot. I'm not like... what do you call it? I'm not like, there's a buggy over there. Somebody had the same idea that I did. But I'm not going to be able to just get in that buggy and start driving, I don't think. Hold on. Let me scan that bastard. Tumbrel, Cyclone. Who's the owner? This is unknown. And what we're gonna do? Gonna see if I can take it or not.
Landing gear deployed. Landing complete. All systems offline.
Total land systems. System check.
Oh, nice. Here we go. Here we go. Now, I can't steer with my mouse. I have to use... Might be easier to go third person. That's the word I was looking for. Oh, that's without headlights. Okay. Okay, I can't see where I'm going. Unless I'm... Maybe if I navigate by stars. Here, let's... Okay, there's no distinct stars for me to navigate by. Ah, well, now that's pretty self-explanatory where we're going. Too bad I didn't bring a ship that could take this into it. And when I get out of it, I'm not going to be able to find it again. Because it's not going to have a marker on it. Is this going to be a PvP situation? Investigation point. Investigation point. Investigation point. Locate missing person. That looks like Kopions. Oh, maybe I can see the vehicle once I get into it. Is it the RG? Oh. Okay. Thank you, CID. There's going to be players running around down there. I don't want to necessarily shoot another player for no reason. he's out of here. Apparently there's Kopions running around in this complex. Oh, wait, there's the guy. Yeah, I think I just... Now, I wouldn't know if he's a player or not. If they're running around like a lunatic, then they're probably a player. And I saw this guy, he had his weapon up and he was walking really slow. I'm going to say he's probably an NPC. Yeah, I don't see him now. And my plan was work left to right. Investigation points. Are you telling me I can't climb that? I know I can. Ooh. Oh, what's this? Did I get it first try? Okay, I just set location. Did that get rid of this investigation point? I guess it did.
We can work this out. Honest. What are you hiding now?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Come back. We were having some...
Who are you talking to? I know you're not talking to me. Wait, there's a dude there.
Come back. We were having so much fun. Come on now. Let's just talk this through. Moving forward.
Wow. I'm probably not going to have that data pad if I hit backspace. It shows the vehicle. I was thinking to myself, I should read this data pad because I might get killed. You know, just so I can see what it says on it. Yep, everything in my pack is gone. Everything on the outside is still here. But like all my extra ammo, all my nutrients, everything is gone. Grenades, only the grenades I have on me, which I didn't put any in there. Okay. That's why I bought so many of those. Okay, P6LR, I have very few magazines. Okay, I might need to go pick some of them up. And my tractor is gone. now my rescue ship should be repaired. If I find my body, can I get that data pad off of it? That bike was here last night. This might be the same server. P6. Okay, I've stocked up on P6 LR magazines. You know, while I'm here, I might as well get some parallax. I know they're expensive. And do I need it to go to the backpack? No, I need it to go to storage. Okay. I got everything almost everything. So I have containers. My third container should be utilities. Yeah, I only want to salvage and a tractor. Not Microtech. Even though Microtech is good, I think I want Ghost. Quicksilver? Yeah, Quicksilver. Ghost. Okay, here's Ghost. Now, in the Ghost, I want to put a tractor. Okay. Let me make sure that I've got the right ones equipped. Mining. That's not what I want. Tractor. Yes. Mining. No. Even though mining is cool and all, This is probably the salvage one. Oh, put it in my hands. Okay. Tractor. Repair. Okay, salvage and repair. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. That's what I want. I don't mind having a repair module or a. I don't mind having a mining attachment in my pack, but I don't want to lose this black cherry. So I'm gonna do it like this. Drop off the black cherry. I'm gonna get a generic with a mining attachment. Perfect. There we go. So if I lose whoa, there's 6 of them. Yeah, so if I lose my life or whatever and I have to respawn, I won't have lost anything really. There isn't empty. Okay. Where would the decon? That would be under utility, wouldn't it? Normally? Other, maybe? Wish I had a search function. It's not ammo, is it? Well, the med thing here is, but injector pens, what are they under? Did I put them in a container? That container. That container is empty. Oh. I think this container is actually duplicated. Okay. I'm actually not getting very good FPS. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and switch servers. Just to see if it improves. Hopefully it does. If it doesn't, it's no big deal. Because I'm middle of the road. I was at like 30 FPS. Can't wait to get a new graphics card. Guys, I am hoping that you guys would help support me and I can get a graphics card so that we can get this FPS up and I can perform better. But, you know, either way, I'm going to get it, whether I get support or not. I think this might, by doing this switcheroo, I think it's going to delete the mission. And my body is no longer going to be there or anything like that because that was on the Australian server and now I'm on the Asian server. Those Kopions are no joke, man. They come a running. Oh, look at that. Wait a second, how did this happen? I'm in my large hangar. Wait a second. Did they give me my personalized hangar back? Because I see that ship that I parked over there is still there. This was is this the medical ship? It is. Yeah, it's got a full mid-gel selection. Now I'm confused. Because I could have swore I just claimed this ship. I'm very happy.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
I can retrieve it? How can I retrieve it when it's parked over there?
Please visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Okay, that's what I left parked on the planet.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Now I can get into Zeus.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
didn't lose all that. Nice. I wonder if this can fly or not. That won't close. So. I put this in here as kind of just in case kind of stuff. Yep, that won't function at all.
Anvil Aerospace. All systems online. Landing complete.
I was afraid of that. I knew as soon as I took off, the door was going to close. Oh. What is that artifact thing I'm seeing? The ghosting. Let me out. Nope, doesn't function.
Self-destruct protocol accepted.
Check this, Ken, because I don't remember. Nice.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Alright, that's what it's supposed to look like with a metallic skin. Okay, so it's AE4270 ID. I want to know if that is written anywhere on the ship. I know on my Hornet it is. Like a license plate number or anything. Well, we got do not obstruct. Okay, that's different. Okay, it's not gonna let me mantle up on top of my ship. Then we'll do this. I see something written over there that just says warning, I think. No step. Yeah, I don't think there's any serial number on this thing. Not like the Hornet. Huh, okay. That's not where it goes. That's why I specifically got some ammo, some sustenance, and medical gel. If, for whatever reason, you know what? I can put that in there too. So if I ever die, I can pick all this stuff up and take it back out. Re-equip myself. See what's going on in the world. Did my rep change? Did I get a... No? Maybe it's a journal. Maybe it's under journal. Well, there's Hyperion lab notes. Okay, maybe I need to read this. Hunt for frontier fighters. Okay, here we go. This is what I was looking for under rep, but it's actually under journal. I don't want to have anything to do with the headhunters. It's showing how good the faction is doing. They're very comparable. We're in phase 1 this week. And I have built up 0 points. Believe Pyro can be saved and are working diligently to bring the frontier fighters to justice for their crimes. Frontier fighters may have started the fight. The headhunters are going to end it by hunting down Amelia Boyd and all her flunkies. Okay, so they're both kind of on the same side, it seems like. Cornerstone? That's the name of the website that I go to learn all the stats of all my gear. I want to read the lab notes. Site B. Whatever happened to Site A? Crosshair. That's the that's the splash screen at the very start of the game before you logged in. Okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted. While humanity has embraced the technological marvel that is the ability to create imprints, they have missed the most important lesson from the Vandul that have been stolen it from. Recombinant evolution. The Vandal freely combine imprints and genetic information from their best warriors to create the next generation of fighters. I propose that humans, with a few slight genetic adjustments, could likewise make an evolutionary leap forward through imprint modifications. Think of it. With each imprint, we refine and evolve ourselves. Yeah, because basically clones anyway, and what he's saying is take the best of every clone to make the best clone. People are probably opposed to that, and I'm not really sure why, because if you're okay with being cloned constantly over and over, and your consciousness being transferred into the clone, I think it's a society that would accept all kinds of modifications to the clones, enhancements and everything else. So I don't know why it's such a bad deal. I understand that it's currently against the law in the Empire to do this, but I feel that that was just a narrative choice to give us something to do. I'm stepping out of the character right now. I think that the game designers, what is it, Haddock and them boys, the lore team, just said, hey, let's make it illegal so that we can have a criminal, so that people will go after him. When, if you really think about it, the way the lives work in Star Citizen is okay, let me back up. Let me explain how it's supposed to work. It currently does not work this way. Let me get a drink. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the whole lore behind Star Citizen, but I've read a ton of the lore stuff. They even put out a writer's guide for lore. So if you wanted to write a book or a story, or if you wanted to write content for Star Citizen, you had to follow this lore guide, and it came out in like 10 parts. It's a very huge guide, and guess who read the whole thing? Me. So let's talk a little bit about game mechanics, death, and the way you respawn, right? Because it's a game, right? You can't have players just dying and then now your game's over and you can't play anymore. But Chris wanted, and rightfully so, he wanted to make death when a character is killed due to actions, not bugs. Okay, so it's an alpha right now, and people die constantly due to bugs, like you fall through the planet, or an elevator slams into you, or your ship just mysteriously crashes because it hits an invisible barrier or something like that. So those things happen, and that is exactly why the regen process is the way it is today. But when the game is fixed, and when it's 100%, which, it'll never get there, but that's a discussion for a different time. If they had their druthers, right, they would, hey, David, morning, how you doing this fine, cool fall morning? I just woke up, tuned you in, may fall back to sleep. Been a rough week already for me, exhausted. Supposed to be retired. you know, I feel you, man. I'm retired as well, and I can't just stop doing stuff, right? You gotta. I I think I've painted more miniatures, built more terrain, filmed more videos, did more yard work, um, carpentry work. Uh, I think I've done more work after I got retired. So I feel you. I feel you. But I hope you're doing okay. And if you fall asleep, hey, I didn't get that much sleep last night myself, but I'm toughing it out. And and if I remember right, you said you've only been playing for like 2 months, so this is something that you might find. This is something you might find enlightening. Okay, so uh, I'm talking about the respawn mechanic in the game, how it came about, and where they're heading with it. And the reason why I'm talking about it is because I just read this first paragraph of Project Hyperion lab notes, and it kind of sent me down a rabbit hole, literally. So let me continue sharing my thoughts. So let's do a little quick recap. Um, the game has bugs. You could die for the stupidest s. You can, no fault of your own. You could have, yeah. I'm not talking about Hyperion particularly. I'm talking about the respawn of your character in the game. Get out of the game and into um, the head of the game designer and the mechanics of the game. That's what I'm talking about, not the lore. Even though I'm about to talk about the lore here in just a second and why it's the way it is, but the mechanics, the game itself has respawn. The game currently has flaws, right? And Chris and the whole design crew, they know that. They've been working diligently to try to resolve and to solve the problems that they're having, and it's going to take a while to get all that resolved. So they, but okay. And so there is a respawn mechanic in the game right now that will alleviate some of that pain of dying due to the game and not because of actions of your own. So the respawn mechanic is not the final product. It's not even close. Okay. So let's go back in time a little bit. 2013, 2014, there was an article that came out called Death of a Spaceman. People hear about it all the time. They've postulated and theory craft and everything else about what this actually means. And guess who knows what this actually means? Chris knows. I know. Why do I say that I know and without a shadow of a doubt I know? Because I listen. I hear what is being said. I've been listening to Wingman's Hangar. I was listening to, I don't know if you've ever seen a Wingman's Hangar. I even submitted videos to Wingman's Hangar and submitted questions to the questions and answers. This was back in the day, right? 2014. They put out written articles about Death of a Spaceman and how it's going to work, and I read them. They put out these novels. Now, I don't know if you could really call it a novel if it's 10 chapters. Is 10 chapters a novel? I guess it can be, right? Well, they put out like 10 of those, and I read every single one of them. And in those novels, it lets you know what the final product, what they want it to be, right? It's if they have their druthers. So, not counting the regen crisis, and not counting the med beds and the respawns and tier 0 respawn with all your gear, and ignore all that. Ignore all that, because that has nothing to do with what's going to be Death of a Spaceman, the end product. And I can tell you what the end product is here in just a second. I'm trying to gather my thoughts and put them in a legible order. First of all, why does anybody care? Why does Chris want his game to be like this and not like that? Well, if you've ever played an MMO, or if you've ever played Call of Duty, or World of Warcraft, or anything, right? When you die, you come back to life. It's a respawn, right? You respawn. A lot of times you'll respawn you might respawn the last save point wherever you saved, or you might respawn at the last zone you were in, or you might respawn in a major city, or a specific spot that you have to go to. I know Elder Scrolls Online, I'm trying to remember that game. You have to go to a specific spot, and once you go to that spot, and then you go adventuring, whenever you die, you'll reappear back at that spot, right? It's kind of like imprinting your respawn, your hospital at that spot, or whatever. So every single game in the universe has this. Chris looked at that, and he saw why this needed to be in the game, because people want to play the game, and they want to do stupid stuff like fight the big demon at the end of the dungeon, and maybe they get their asses smoked, and they don't want that, and so that happens, right? And so the player wants to come back into the game and do it again, or they want to do PvP against another player, and then get their ass handed to them, or do the ass handing, or whatever, it doesn't matter, and then that person comes back. That person doesn't want to be it's a game, right? It's not like Sonic, where you have to get from one end of the map to the other end of the map, and you only have 3 lives, and every time you die, it counts off one of the lives, and then once you use up the 3 lives, your game is over, and you got to start all over. Okay, so it's not that, but Chris saw value in that. Okay, he sees value in the fact that limiting your lives, i.e. the 3 lives for Sonic, will cause you to play it'll adjust your psyche, it'll adjust your mentality to play a different way than if you had unlimited willy-nilly life regens. If you have unlimited life regens, then death means nothing. It's just a part of your adventure. It doesn't mean anything. And Chris wants your death, when your character dies, to have a impact on the player, right? Not the character. He wants the death of the character to have an impact on the player. How do you do that? Well, you limit how many times they can respawn. You could make it only one death. That would be a major impact. Or you could give them 10 deaths and let them know how many deaths that they have. Lives, if you will. You have 10 lives. If you go out and fight that vandal, there is now, you have in your mind, you're thinking, if I die, I'm going to be burning up one of my 10 lives. Do I really want to do this? Is it worth it? Now, all of a sudden, the threat of death impacts the way you play. Chris knows that, or he wishes that to happen. He wants the death of your character to impact you in a way that you go, oh damn, I don't want to die. You know, I'm not just gonna go get involved in a PvP encounter just because I'm a raging lunatic and all I care about is griefing other players, because the chance that you die is now higher. Now you're causing death. You're probably causing more death than you're sustaining, because if you're a griefer or a someone that seeks out that type of activity, then you are probably better at it than other people that wouldn't seek that out, right? So you probably win more than you lose, but that threat of possibly losing would affect you and make you just think, do I really want to go grief these guys? You know, do I really want to like start a fight for no reason because I just want to get my rocks off? Or because now they're in the future, once, like if they have their druthers, not right now, they would possibly take your life, and now you have a limited number of lives that once you've expended all your lives, your character is now permanently dead. And so the hurdle that Chris is having, or one of the hurdles that he's having now, well, there's multiple hurdles. The main one is the game's broke and he doesn't want to penalize players. So he's not implementing Death of the Spaceman until the game is in a better place. Okay, so this is a problem that I can foresee. There's a couple of problems with that, and I'll share that here in just a second. But The uh, the next problem is once someone goes through their lives and they burn through them, they're still going to want to play. And you, as a game designer, as Chris, he doesn't want to stop them from playing. Like, oh, you lose your account, log out, you can't log in anymore. No, it's not like that. But the problem is, and and I and I'm on the side of more punishment is better. I've always been on the side of I'm an authoritarian. I hate to say it. If you die, I want you to lose everything. 100% gone. But Chris isn't going to do that. And legally, I guess you shouldn't do that. And I personally don't want that to happen to me. What um what I would like to see, and I think he would like to see it, he's going to imply or import or apply is the word I'm looking for, a percentage death tax. Um, Hypothetically, just imagine you have a character and he's sitting at 10 million credits, right? And he's got a bunch of guns and he's got a bunch of suits of armor and he found all this cool stuff on these quests that he went on. Oh, I think it's just going to log me out. Okay, which is perfectly fine. So, yeah, there it goes. It's a 30K. Huh. Inactive. Okay, well, I wasn't inactive, but it says I was. Um, so, gathering my thoughts. Okay, so if you just look at the cash, the UEC, and he takes a large chunk, like let's say 25%, right? You're sitting at 10 million. The next time you log in, or when you get your last death, your 10th death, or whatever number they apply to it, and it's going to be around 6 to 10, is my understanding. The original plan was to randomize it between 6 and 10 and not tell you what that number was. And everybody has a different number. So how many times have I died? 3, 4 times? 5 times? I'm getting really close to 6. I don't know if I die a 6th time, is that going to be my last death? Or am I going to have a 7th? Or am I one of the lucky ones that can do it 10 times? I don't know. And so that puts another thought in your head, like you don't have a definitive number, but once you lose your last life, a message like this would pop up and it would say, you're unable to respawn. Make a new character. And what'll happen is you've already made this character because you're going to have 2 characters. You're going to have your play character, the character you play with, and then you're going to have your heir, the person that's going to inherit all of your stuff when you die. So you've made this guy, you just don't have access to him. And then when you die, he steps up, takes all your stuff, minus the tax, and then you make a second heir for the new guy, right? And so you're constantly making a chain of people to inherit. And then when you log in, you get you get all the ships that you paid for on the website, right? Because if I paid $700 for a Carrack, I better damn well get my Carrack, right? It better not have been just flushed down the toilet when I died. Um, so you'll get all those ships you paid for, but I personally think, and I personally would like to see anything that you've earned in game should be gone. You earned a cool set of armor in the game, it's gone. You earned a cool ship in the game, it's gone. So I, I'm very much into don't die, right? And I don't think they'll do that. They'll probably inherit it. What if they do inherit those items, like your armor and the ship or whatever? If they do pass those down, then what I'd like to see is the value of those items be taxed. So if let's say you've got that 10 million, but you've got 100 million in ships and items and armor and stuff like that, when you die, you get that 25 million of tax from all your items, but you don't have that in your account to pay for it. So they bill you, right? So you get like a negative account and you got to build it back up. But you do get all those ships and guns and armor and everything. So that's good. And now you're just working off your debt. It's debt. That would now here's part of the problem. That would first of all, um, there's a what he what it will do, and then there's a second half to what it'll do. But let's say what it'll do is it'll cause people to not want to die, right? Man, I've got this huge savings, I've made my I built a base, uh I've got all these vehicles, I've got all these ships and guns, and my inventory is broken because it's so full. I've got hundreds of billions of credits or whatever. And if I die, I'm going to be a pauper, right? So it'll stop people. This is what I'm talking about. It'll stop people from doing stupid shit. It'll stop them from taking missions that they'll have to phrase that. They will have to really analyze if they want to do it or not. They'll also, like, if they take a mission that says it's extremely dangerous, there's lots of mercenaries there, you should bring friends. It'll force the players to reconsider soloing it. They'll be like, man, I need to bring a medic with me. I need to bring as many friends as I can so that we can win, right? So that we can do this mission and accomplish things without me dying. Because if I die, it's gonna be one of my 10 lives that I'm gonna lose, and I don't want to lose any of my lives. Okay, so it's gonna change the way people play the game. But until people accept or this is implemented, as the game changes now while it's in alpha, there's going to be pushback. Because if you give somebody everything and then you start to take stuff away from them, they hold on, they clutch their pearls, and they don't want to give up anything. So it's going to cause rage in the community. They're going to say, "Oh my gosh, they're charging a death tax. I can't believe it." They're killing all the characters, and so there's going to be that until it gets fully implemented, and it's been implemented a while, and people can all start to accept it. There's going to be people dropping out of the game because of it, and so here comes the Hyperion part. So CIG doesn't want to take the way the game is now, which is free respawns. Everybody can do whatever they want, whenever they want. There's no risk in like claiming your ships or dying on a moon and then respawning back at the hospital and, backspace to kill yourself. None of that is what it started at, right? But now that the game is a little bit more stable, not 100% stable, but a little bit more stable, most deaths are because of stupidity and not because of the game killing you, even though that still happens quite a bit, actually. But the majority of the deaths are, "Oh, I'm going to hit backspace," or I'm on a planet and a Kopion killed me. That's what just happened to me just a moment ago. So that's my stupidity, not the game. So what did CIG do? Well, they implemented a regen crisis, right? So now it's part of the storyline in the game where not everybody is able to respawn whenever they want. But don't worry, this doesn't affect the players, but it's still in the lore. So I feel that they are feeding us Death of a Spaceman in bite-sized chunks. They're kind of weaning us. They're weaning us off of unlimited respawns whenever you want. I think that's a smart move. I think every year they could probably implement a stricter and stricter death mechanic. Implement it through the lore, make it seem kind of like it's just the natural progression of things, even though we already know what the end result is wanting to be and will be when the game is finally released. So just know, finally, before I log back in, just know you have a limited number of deaths. I'm going to see if I log back into my hangar. You have a limited number of deaths, because Asia I did, but Australia I did not. Okay, so limited deaths. So once you run out of death, it'll be Death of the Spaceman. You'll have to play a new character. Which, in the game, what does that mean? It means you'll play exactly the same model, right? You'll just load your character facial and face, and you'll name him the exact same thing, which you can't. I think they'll kill the name. You have to change the name a little bit, and then they'll apply a tax on you, take a bunch of your stuff, and then you'll be back in the game. That's the way it's going to be in the future. Right now, you can die as many times as you want. Hey, look at that. He automatically opened the Mobi-Glass, too. And I am in my large hangar. Nice. Okay. Do I want to do a mission? I kind of do, actually.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again.
So, like right now, or okay, let's say last year, I could respawn an unlimited amount, and I would get all of my stuff back, everything in my pack, everything in my all my weapons, all my money, all my med gel, everything would be, now that that piece of junk is going to be there for a while. Okay, I did a self-destruct. It should have blown up. It should have disappeared, but not yet, I guess. Maybe when I leave the hangar and come back, it'll be gone. I don't know. That's the same call letters too. AE 4270 ID. Huh. That's pretty cool. I'm digging it. FPS is doing okay. So a year ago there was no consequence in dying. And now this year there is a slight consequence. You lose everything inside your backpack.
Anvil Aerospace. All systems online.
But you can die as many times as you want.
Takeoff complete.
Eventually there's going to be financial loss. A lot of people were kind of hoping that the hospitals would impart a cost to use their services. Mainly because currently there's a cost to you to use your own services.
Shields offline.
Like my rescue ship that I'm in right now, if I was to respawn in this rescue ship, it would cost medgel. And medgel costs money. So they did implement, before, a year ago, you could respawn in any of your medical ships for free. There would be no cost to it. And people were spamming. They would run in, die, respawn, run in, die, kill another guy, and it was just like constant, you know, like they were just recycling your body. Well, now you can't do that. Well, you can do it for a short time, but then you'll run out of medgel. So that's a step towards death of a spaceman. But it's not far enough. They have to keep going. Huh. This is a low value. Recon lost op and data pad is 44. I'll try this one.
Thanks for lending a hand. Citizens for Prosperity truly appreciates your help and support.
Okay. How about now? Are you what is it saying? Online. What's my altitude? 12? Yeah, I should be able to jump. Oh, this says I gotta go to Microtech first. Okay. That's weird. But now I'm too close for that. Still too close. It's 1.0. It needs to be 1.1. Okay. So how high do I have to be? I would think I'm pretty close to the jump spot. I'm going in reverse as fast as I can go forward. Oh, there we go.
Bottom drive is now on. Bottom drive is now off.
Oh, wow, it got me close.
Quantum drive is now off. Shields online.
Okay, I'm not exactly sure what the mission is. Go to the security center on Microtech and search for Edgar. Okay, am I gonna be able to come in and land? Nope. Wow. It says 3 kilometers. I personally think that is a little bit too far. When I turn my lights on, oh my gosh. Those lights come on. Okay, so that means they shouldn't shoot at me, right? Because I'm an ambulance. Yeah, I should be coming in under the radar. Right? So they shouldn't be able to shoot me here. I don't know, is 2 kilometers too far? Trying to size up the terrain. I think 1 kilometer, that should be good.
Landing gear deployed. Landing complete.
Okay. Now, did I set my thing? Double checking. Yes. No. Yes. Current is this. Yes. I think I'm going to add one parallax. Okay. 4 and 5. There we go. Investigation point. Okay. Locate missing person. My heart was about to explode. Okay, they're all underground. All the investigation points. It's getting colder. And more inclement. Inclinate. This is the part of Star Citizen that I love. The wilderness, first person, pitch black, cold, windy, snowy weather. I could probably pick some people off from here if I wasn't in the backside of the complex. The water droplet I thought was somebody running over there. Is that a guy? No. I appreciate that they have lights. Oh, it's getting dark too. Oh, crap. Clouds must be going over or something, blocking out the stars and the moon and everything else. I guess there's no moon. Even though this planet has like 4 moons. I don't think I've ever heard wood cracking in Star Citizen. That's a good touch. Might be a new audio file they added. But I heard the wood going. I'm trying to stay across the valley a little bit. And not get too close just yet. And how did all these ships get here? If the turrets are going to be shooting them. I don't see anybody. Haven't seen anybody yet. But they're there somewhere, and we'll find them. Did you hear that? Tick, 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 tick. Yeah, it got really cold. It's at negative 33 right now. It started at negative 21. This might be one of those dynamic weather systems that are coming through. No, that's not a guy. But I think that was... Okay, hold on. I think there is a guy over there. No. No guys. Huh. Okay, we're getting closer. It's not always a good thing. But I got 4 investigation points I gotta hit. It's getting like super blurry. Okay. Huh. I did not see them. And they took me out quick. I'm holding backspace. Taking half the ammo. I don't think I need this, but I'm gonna bring it anyway. If I die again, then that's going to be the end of this quest. Okay, we're going to go straight there, and I'm going to look for some Kopions. And I'm curious if I can loot my body. I see that it's just on the other side of this compound. Kopions are probably like munching on my body. Maybe not. Alright, the weather's not too terrible. It's negative 27. Looks like it might be clearing up. Excited for that. Maybe I can see these Kopions at a distance. And I think the sun might be coming up. Maybe not. So I think they've increased the deadliness of the Kopions. Before, I used to be able to like take out 5 or 6 of them without too terrible. Now I'm having a hard time, I guess. Yeah, let's turn that on. I don't think anybody can see it except me. Okay, I'm not even looking for people anymore. I'm looking for Kopions. That's a change. They're like guard dogs. Which I dig. Ah, it's nice and clear. Okay. Can I see a Kopion? Man, it's a beautiful night, isn't it? I wonder if the Kopions can smell me. And are they wandering on patrol, or are they in like a set location? Inquiring minds want to know. If you haven't figured it out, I'm heading towards my own body. I want to see if I can loot myself. Thought I heard Kopions. The little gurgling sounds they make. I'm paranoid now, which is a good thing, right? What I was talking about earlier, about the death of a spaceman. I don't see any Kopions. Hopefully they don't just spawn around you. Because that's the way it felt like in the last map I was on. It felt like they just spawned on top of me. Is that a dude? What is that? Okay, I can hear him. Okay, there's my body. I saw myself laying there. Now, are the Kopions running? Yep. Okay, they came charging. Thank you. Paranoia. Can't take that? Okay. Okay. I got almost everything back. Wait. I hear more Kopions. You hear that? I heard growling. I wonder if they're like at the door waiting. You know, like when I go down. All right, here we go. I feel like I'm making progress, even though I probably am not, but okay, so there are Kopions down here. Finish that. In case I don't get a chance to loot the body on my way out. Okay, I don't know how many are down here, if any. Oh, look at that. Saw a pink gun and I said, oh, I think I might want that. Or maybe not. What the? This is not the best place to be, but I don't want to move. Oh, I saw a guy. See, that spawned on top of me. know there's a guy over here on the right. I thought I saw him. There he is. Coming for you. I'm not looting, I'm just clearing. Can I use these beds? Is that something I can take? I don't think so. Now, that was bullshit. Now I can respawn with the Pisces and come back. I'm gonna do that. Actually, hey Sean, I'm sorry I didn't see your chat until just now. I'm not hunting. I am trying to recover, or I kind of am on a hunting mission. I'm looking for a lost operative. And there's also a data pad I'm trying to recover. Okay, I got 400 rounds for that, and only 24 rounds for that. Okay, I got to be a little bit more judicious. until I find my body, and then I can take all my ammo off of it. Yeah, locating a missing person. Yeah, that's what I think is happening. These Kopions are spawning right on top of me. And it only spawned when I went to third person to try to see if I can pick up that hand device, which I know I probably can't. But I was going to try it anyway. I'm not going to make that mistake twice. And if you're asking why I'm parked away so far away, it's because this base has active turrets that will shoot my ship out of the sky if I get too close. Okay, so I'm in. I wonder if I can use those medical beds. I probably can't set my respawn there. I wouldn't think. Because then I could just respawn right there in the base. That seems a little cheesy. I should have grabbed that extra ammo I brought with me, but I was thinking that I won't need it because I'll just pick up the ammo off my dead body. We're back, bitches. Is that a loot box? Nope. There's my body. Now, is he automatically wiping his home? No, I did that. Oh, hi. Giving up. Give up. Giving up. Mainly because I need to log out anyway. But I see not enough med gel remaining. Okay, I'll go to New Babbage then. Yeah, it's Alt X to wipe. I'm sorry, left Alt X to wipe your visor. Okay, well, it's I've been on 3 hours. I really enjoy that mission, believe it or not, even though I got killed like 3 times. I really enjoyed that mission. I think I'll take it again tomorrow night. I have a video I need to record. I'm recording a video about terrain. I can respawn right here. That's fine. And yeah, I can. I already uploaded part 1 of the terrain video, but I want to record part 2 this morning, and then I'm going to upload it again this afternoon. And yeah, it serves 2 purposes. This video, it's partially telling my audience what I'm doing and what I'm accomplishing. It's an update on my my miniatures, my wargaming Meg, which is Mortem et Gloriam, is the name of the rules. I'm doing like an army update / in this one I'm doing a terrain update, like what I've made and stuff like that. But partially, the second half of the reason why I'm doing it is because I want to take stock of what I'm missing and what I need. And by doing this, I'm going to take notes. I'm going to write down like what kind of terrain I need to build going forward. I already know I need to build some more woods or rough terrain or not wadis, gullies, and I'm not sure exactly how a gully is supposed to be modeled, but yeah, I need to do that. So it's not only is it an explanation video, but it's also me doing a inventory of my of how many hills and how many mountains and how many woods and how many villages and stuff like that I have and what size they are. Um, because size matters in the game. Believe it or not, it does. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll be on again tonight, tomorrow night, morning, after 12. Um, and I think I'm going to do some more of that because uh, it's actually part of the event. You got to do it like 100 times. You have to successfully accomplish it like 100 times to get enough points to move on to the next phase. Uh, so so tonight I think I'm gonna grind a little bit on that. All right, guys, I'll catch you next time.